Thank you. Well, Lina, I see that whatever the circumstances, we can count on your commitment, and that I think is extremely important for all our researchers. Now, before Carlos closes in a moment, and Mr. Comlini already announced it, we have a small surprise for you, and from the Finnish presidency, really, for all of us to close these 3 days. And I think, given that I'm now in a research and innovation mood, I think I will maybe stretch myself a little bit. And Mr., allow me to say that Finland brought us a great presidency, and you promised a lot. Finland also brought us Sibelius. And I think now Finland is bringing us Tutti Ahola. So Tutti, if you agree, to join me now on stage and tell us a little bit what we are expecting. Tutti, the floor is yours. Thank you very much. Welcome.
Yes, good evening everyone. My name is Tytti Arola and I'm a Finnish composer, and somewhere here are my teammates. Perhaps they are, there is Tero Parviainen, and I think somewhere there is Samuel Diggins, and we've come here to present our project, The Robot Choir, which will be coming to this stage in a moment. Choir singing is very popular in Finland, and with this project we wanted to try to expand the concept of what choir singing could be. And just over a month ago there was this big event in Helsinki where 2,000 singers sang together with the Robot Choir, and we shall hear a small peek of how that sounded. So, small souvenir from Helsinki in August. The piece the robot choir and the human choirs are singing is called Assemble, and as you see there's a lot of assembling going also here. When I was composing the piece I had the idea of, because this is a huge choir, 2,000 members, there's not that kind of choirs that practice weekly somewhere, so it's a combination of many choirs that came together on this Senate Square. And of course, then we called in the robot choir as well. And this is actually an event that has taken or been part of the Helsinki cultural life for decades already. But this year, the Helsinki Festival wanted to invite also robot choir to be part of it. And it was quite a successful event. As you see, there's over 20,000 people spectating the choirs that were singing together. But don't worry, we're not gonna invite 2,000 singers now here. I think we are plenty already, and it's getting warm. So today you're actually gonna see another part of the project, which I think it's even the main ingredient of the project. So it's there's this podium that has appeared here. So there's actually a chance of conducting the choir with your gestures. So in the end, Robot Choir is an interactive sound and light installation. And yes, some of you have a chance to conduct the choir today, but the collaboration has already started. I think most of you received an email where there was a chance to record your own sounds and send them. And we were very happy to receive over 250 sounds from you. So huge thanks for you for your collaboration on the piece. And I'm quite amazed. I think there's quite good singers in the room, so it was very nice to listen to your sounds. And tonight we will hear a brand new composition made from these sounds. So it's really going to be a premiere, because even I don't know how it will sound. We have a computer system that is composing in real time the music, And like mentioned, it's based on the sounds we received from you. So if you donated a sound, you are likely to hear it tonight. Okay, Tero is here. So we can conduct the choir with this gesture detecting device, and we will soon see how it looks. It's not traditional choir conducting; it's a bit different. But with the gestures, you will affect the music that the computer is composing, and there will be sound effects and light changes that happen. Tero, there you go.
Thank you, Tytti. So yes, as Katri Kulmuni mentioned, this is a piece that kind of explores collaboration between humans and machines, which is something that a topic that tends to come up whenever you do something with high technology and artificial intelligence. And in this case, we have a kind of highly technical piece, which consists of some machine learning components, computer vision, algorithmic techniques for sound design and composition. But still, in the end, every sound that you're going to hear comes from a human source. So it's all kind of very humane, although it's high technology in that sense. And just like with any kind of AI system, what has happened here is that these robots have learned how to sing based on data. In this case, the data is all the sounds you all have sent to us prior to this event that we have used as kind of source material for this. And just like with any kind of AI system, the response from the machines to this data is not kind of a true representation of that original sound. You will hear things that are different. It's a kind of machine interpretation of the original sound. So there's going to be some distortion, some various ways in which the algorithms color the sound. And ultimately, the choir is also just led by a human being. When you step on the podium, as Tytti will lead in a moment, the choir becomes a tool for your musical expression. And it's really a musical performance conducted together with humans and machines.
Yes, so we could warm up a bit. So this becomes an exercising session. Could I see your right hand? Everyone can try this to learn how to conduct. Right hand like this, yes? Everybody knows which one hand is right? Yes, I think so. Good. So there's 3 gestures that you can do with the choir. And the first one would go like this. Yeah, looking good. All passed. And then... Okay, so this is the first gesture you can try with the conducting. So just up and down. Great. The second, this is a bit more complicated, but I think we can handle it. It's a circular movement. This is actually something that choir conductors do if they want to like make the choir to sing more, accelerate the tempo. They can do this. The third and final movement is. Again, right hand like this, and very fastly you spread the fingers. Yes, and then you can stay here as long. This will freeze the sound, and then back. Okay, I think we're ready to try to conduct. I think we have somewhere here volunteers from I've gotten the Finnish presidency has given me the mandate to. We hear some sounds. Yes, so we have the future presidencies coming to try to conduct the choir. It's pretty loud. Could we have it a bit less? So from Germany, welcome. And where's from Croatia? Is there from, yes, welcome. And Portugal? Great. So you can stand in the podium and we will guide you through this. So over here, you come just here, yes, and we can instruct you, yes. Okay. Let's give round of applause for our conductors. Well done. I think you're natural with it. I think we have time for 2 more volunteers to try. So if you're very fast, you can come and try. Is there anyone who wants? Just quickly. Anyone? We can also, perhaps if we have time later, come back to this. But maybe we can take the choir a bit to more pianissimo, and we thank you for your time and for your collaboration to give us sounds and try to conduct it. This was very pleasure for us. Thank you.
Well, this was not yet Sibelius, but this was a nice demonstration of trial and error across presidencies. I'm looking forward to this trio very much. We are now nearly there. Parfait. On va juste bouger ça. Très bien. So, I think this is now coming to an end, and Carlos, I will ask you to close these research and innovation. Don't worry, not yet. I will ask you to close these research and innovation days, but before I ask you to close these research and innovation days, can we all thank Carlos for an amazing 5 years? Please stand up. Stand up. Si. Merci, Carlos. Merci.
No. Thank you so much, and I'm feeling, I'm blushing. So, no, thank you so much. These dear friends, dear ministers, dear MEPs, dear all of you. I mean, thank you so much. These days and these 3 days have been really amazing. Amazing for me, amazing for you, amazing for the energy. And I wanted actually to start by thanking you, Jean-Éric Paquet, as the Director General. But my conclusion of 5 years is that most of the time it's not about the Director General, it's about the team around the Director General. And of course you are the maestro, the chef d'orchestre, but behind you there's an amazing team. And I wanted to really get this opportunity to thank DG RTD. You are so good. You have been so good for me. I see all the familiar faces and I'm moved. I would like to, for this particular event, to thank 4 people that were so involved, that basically didn't sleep and they tried to do everything. And one is Giuseppe Rotolo, and I want Giuseppe just to stand up. Where is Giuseppe? I don't know, if he's not around, you'll know about it. He's there over there. Renzo Tomellini, where is Renzo? Renzo, where are you? Please stand up. And then 2 great women that I appreciated really to meet. One that I know for a long time, another one that I've met a couple of years ago. Also Mina Wilkie and Paula Momoli, the 2 stars. Paula, thank you. Thank you very much. Mina, where is Mina? Mina, over there. Mina, thank you. Paula and Mina, thank you so much. And you know, I was thinking on these 3 days because this was really, for me, the best conference I've been in the Commission. I mean, and I tell these now, I'm at the end. I can say these things. I've been in a lot of commissions from a lot of colleagues and conferences and events and meetings, but this was just amazing. And the fact that it was amazing made me think that it was actually because it was not a conference. Because this was not a conference. This was about meeting you, about listening to you, about the co-creation of the future. About the co-creation of the thing that we cherish the most, because I'm looking at the Nobel Prizes, I'm looking here at Jean-Pierre Bourguignon, Helga Novotny, so many friends. I mean, the reason that we are here, because we love it. We love science and innovation, and the best tool we have is Horizon Europe. And so we do it from our heart, and this is just something that is amazing. And the opportunity that you had in these days was to co-create with us in a different way. And yesterday, I for the first time in my life, I had time also to be in the panels. And one of the panels, there was someone that I like very much, Sylvia Schwag from the Lund University. And Sylvia said something that I think is really the biggest challenge we ever had, which is that today, in a world of the physical and the digital, the challenge is about having the right balance in between agility and accountability. And the only way to get that balance in a world that is not anymore physical is through co-creation. It's about listening to people and co-create with them. It's not to tell people what to do. It's basically to build with people. And so I think that this concept of getting right agility and accountability was exactly what this event was about. It was what those days that we have been together were about. And so I hope that the other DGs, the other departments, the other colleagues will follow us on these types of events, because this is for the taxpayer, and what we did here is extremely amazing for all of us. For me, it was a special moment because it's probably the last time and the last speech, and so I'm getting to the end of the road, and thank you for your support. Thank you for the support of the Parliament, and thank you for the really amazing and words you said. I mean, it's too much, but I enjoyed it each time I went to ITRE. Very good friends here, Christian Eller, Gracia Carvalho, and all of you. Thank you for your support every time. And then to the ministers, my friends will be tomorrow, so I'll have time also to thank you tomorrow, but I'll thank you today because you became friends, and I mean, your faces and your friendship was so important to me. And in these 3 days, I saw the work, you know, we have these political meetings, we talk about things, we decide things, and at the end of the day, we don't see it really on the making. And walking in this really event, this conference, I saw you around coffee tables talking about missions, talking about the EIC, creating and inventing things that I never thought, that we never thought. So you're doing much better because you're doing it. And so it's amazing in life when you have these ideas, these speeches, and then you see that people are doing more than you ever thought. They are creating things that you never imagined, that you never dared to imagine, and that's what you did. And so I was thinking, when I was there listening to this music and this great experience that we just had here, an encounter that I had this year. And I met an amazing man, a Portuguese maestro called Jorge Chaminé. And he's doing something amazing. He's doing in Paris, the European Center for Music. And Georges told me a story that I didn't know about the Ode to Joy, the European anthem. And he told me the story about the fact, you know, the Ode of Joy is this final movement of the Ninth Symphony of Beethoven. And that final movement has a unique structure. It's very different. I don't know if you've noticed that. When you start to hear the Ode to Joy, there is a moment where there's a dissonance, that it looks like no one is in the right tone. And Wagner used to call that beginning the horror fanfare. And so there's like a dissonance that comes. And then the baritone, which I never noticed with the words of Schiller, said something like, "Oh friends, not these tones." And suddenly the joy, the harmony starts. And what better metaphor could we have for Europe? And what better metaphor for what we did here on the first day, on the second day? On the first day around the coffee tables, we were not there yet on the tone, right? Because we are from 28 different countries, because we don't speak the same language. And so it takes an extra effort to get the tone right. But on the second day, when I walked around, the tone was different. And today was perfect, was beautiful. And so I would like to tell you that I leave with my heart full of joy, because we are in the right tone. We are in the right place. And you are the orchestra, you are the musicians, and you're beautiful. And this is beautiful, and I was so privileged to be in this position for 5 years of my life. And I owe it to you. So thank you so much for everything. We can go.
Have a nice evening.